Hi guys, welcome back to GFFA Games, and we are still playing the fantastic Frank Herbert's DUNE. Let's continue our game. The Sietch is a village built in a small rock island in the midst of the dunes. Located deep in the desert, it cannot be breached by Harkonnen patrols. The Fremen's guerrilla warfare against Raban is planned here. Let's go. Okay, refamiliarize myself with the controls. And I'm using WASD when it's actually the arrow keys, awkwardly. There we go. There's nowhere to go in here. Oh, nope, there's something behind us.
Kalu, how was your trip to the Sietch?
We had to time our movements to avoid Harkonnen reconnaissance patrols, but it was well worth the effort. Stilgar asked me to organize the relaying of information between our patrol teams and the Sietch.
Is there any news on the resumption of spice harvesting?
From what we are told from several sources, Raban has to respect the high quotas governing the harvesting of spice, much more so than during his first term here. He's taking risks. His harvesters are sinking their teeth deep into the desert bed. If it were up to me, I would strike now.
Okay. I don't understand. If your facial animations are that bad, why do you zoom in on the faces so much? I don't get it. Can we speak to Stilgar?
Are you in possession of your crease and the thumper?
Not yet.
What do you expect? You while away your time giving rings to women.
That is true. I do spend an awful lot of time giving rings to women. Okay. Hello.
May Liet's prophecy come true, and may our children see Dune's surface covered in water.
Fair enough. I just rewatched the TV miniseries. I think this game's based on. I'm sure there's something. It might be in the manual that says that the music is from the miniseries from 2001. I think it was. I mean, the characters look nothing like they do in the series, and the game starts basically where episode 2 of the series, I mean it's only 3 episodes, yep, where episode 2 begins, so it kind of skips the first episode, which is strange.
Shai-Hulud will give us the strength to overcome the Harkonnen for good.
Oh dear.
Shai-Hulud will give us the strength to overcome the Harkonnen for good.
Got anything else to say? What about your conjoined twin?
Shai-Hulud will give us the strength to overcome the Harkonnen for good.
Oh. Okay, right. Where are we now? Whee! Made me bloody jump. Who are you?
Some say that you're the man in the statue.
Who? Who says that? What statue? In this statue? Okay, that does look like it's out of the TV miniseries, in fairness. Right, let's head up here. So we're looking for a thumper, right? Is it a thumper and a still suit? Is that what we're after? Is there any way we can see our objectives? No. Essentially. Hello.
You've never used an SOS jammer before.
No.
The spear missiles that we deploy are not potent enough to destroy a Harkonnen carryall. Its engines are too big. The only way is to hijack a harvester as it collects spice and then have it picked up by a carryall. Blocking the sand-removing nozzles turns the harvester into a self-timing bomb with enough force to destruct the carryall.
I understand the function of the jammer in disrupting the harvester's transmission mechanism and cutting off all communication links, but why the SOS signal?
That's where it gets interesting. When activated, the jammer emits a false distress signal. The carriole comes to the rescue of the harvester, reasoning that it's encountered a sandworm.
Clever. But that implies that the saboteurs only have a limited amount of time to block the sand-removing nozzles.
Every plan has its drawbacks. Here, use it to good effect.
Thank you, my friend.
You haven't left yet?
Okay. I'm sorry about them weird footstep sounds, by the way, in my, well, I assume in your headphones, if you're watching on headphones like I'm playing. It's extremely annoying.
Subach hul kahar, Hara?
Well enough to know that you've come to parrot my pots, Paul Muad'Dib. However, these sandheads have already gobbled up the first batch of Kulan Mishmish.
I have not come for your food. You never told me to whom the Harkonnen armor in your kitchen belongs.
Jamis. He brought it back as a memento of a foray near the Great Shield.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up.
Nobody is to blame for my husband's death. I sometimes think to myself that it was all in vain.
If only I could have avoided it.
I know, Paul. His passing away might well have left me at the mercy of men with completely different characters to yours. I'm fortunate in this respect.
Jamis was a friend. He taught me the value of life.
May God bless you, Paul Muad'Dib. I will say aloud what the others are whispering. I believe you are the Messiah. May the Coriolis spare you.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, Jamis was a Fremen who wasn't a friend at all. He didn't like Paul and attacked him and challenged him to a ritual duel to the death. And Paul obviously kills him, and I'm assuming that's his wife, who in the book, at least, he kind of has to take on, because he's now responsible for her and her children. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure why they've changed that. I don't think the wife and kids are in the TV miniseries. I don't remember seeing them. I have literally just watched it. I maybe wasn't paying that much attention. Right, okay. Oh, you're just that bloody clone woman again. Thumper. We need a thumper. So we've got an SOS jamming signal, which I think was the other thing we needed. Can you imagine walking up there in real life? I don't like ramps and steep things. Hey, is that my sister and my mother?
Paul, did you have one of those wakening dreams?
Mother, I know we've already talked briefly of these visions. Don't you think it's high time you filled me in?
Destiny's siblings create a web and you see the results. Time and space intersect at these points. The interstellar navigators use spice to work their way through space-time and to pilot their long-distance aircraft. You're equally sensitive to the presence of spice. I'm convinced that it's responsible for your dreams. You can no doubt visualize some key moments whose ending is still undecided.
Are they fragments of the future? Can I change them? Is that the power of Kwisatz Haderach?
Kwisatz Haderach. Excuse me, Paul. I have to mark your sister's memory tests.
Right.
Little sister?
Whatever you may think, I am not a little baby. Remember, I was in Mother's womb when she drank the water. I share all the knowledge of the succession of Fremen Bene Gesserit mothers, hers included, Big Brother. Given the scope of what I know, I could easily call you Little Brother.
Okay, that was nightmarish. I feel like we've missed a huge part of the story with this game. I'm wondering whether... Was there more to it, and they just kind of had to cut it down to what we're seeing here? I don't know, I'm just it just seems like they've missed a lot out. Not that there's a great deal of action in the first part of the story, in fairness. You do... The Harkonnens attack the Atreides in the palace on Arrakis, but there's not really much for Paul to do other than get kicked about a bit.
Some say that you're the man in the statue.
Okay. Excuse me, buddy. Right, so there's nothing in here, which is a bit strange. Oh, what is happening with the sound? I have no idea. So where on earth do we find this thumper? Okay, I don't think it's in here. Right. I wasn't being racist then. I can't be back that way, surely. Let's go and see Stilgar. See if we missed anything along the way. Reminds me of the music from Battlestar Galactica, actually. Maybe it's down here. It's ominous. Who's this?
Johnny, I see you've managed to make a workshop.
The plants are beginning to grow. We'll soon have a true insight into Fremen heaven.
Leet Kynes would be proud of you.
To pick up where my father left off with his plantation is one thing. What you're doing, quite another. To organize and unite the Fremen is a massive challenge.
Your father saved my life when the Harkonnen launched their offensive. I promise to repay him. Water will flow on Dune.
Water and clear air. Trees as well. I would have loved to see your world.
I can't take you there, so we'll just have to recreate a part of it here.
The water reserves are increasing slowly. We shall be long gone before Dune is fertile.
Look, as long as the Harkonnen don't know about your people's plan, there's every chance that it will succeed.
I have something for you, Muad'Dib. A crease. You already showed your mastery of it against Jamis.
The blade is made from a sandworm's tooth.
One of Shai Hulud's teeth. Yes. Only you can carry it. It is the Fremen's secret weapon. Should a stranger see the blade, it will claim his blood. If you lose it, it will automatically self-destruct.
Thanks, Johnny.
Okay. She looked an awful lot like Sid's little sister from Toy Story. At least. All that water. Get the impression we're going to have to go down there at some point. Right. Shall we head back to Stilgar, see if we have everything we need? I don't think we do, because we need a thumper. Unless I've already got one on me. What's this? Inventory. Developed by... what is this? A jammer / SOS. Developed by Baron, this jammer has two functions. Placed on the harvester's communication antenna, it cuts off all radio contact. In addition, it gives off an SOS signal to the carrying wing so that they come and pick up the harvester. Okay. Equipment. Got a distiller, got a crisp knife. That's all we have. So, am I missing anything? I'm sure he said we needed a thumper. Well, let's just go and see what he says.
Have you ever seen a carriole on fire, Muad'Dib?
Yes. Oh. The Harkonnen can wait a while, take part in guerrilla attacks against the Harkonnen. What?
We will make tracks at nightfall. The worm will act as our transport until we get to the ambush point. Has Baron explained how the SOS jammer works?
He sure has.
It jams the Harvester's communication network and sends a false SOS to the carriole.
Good. Your mission is split into 3 parts. First, you must climb onto the Harvester and hide the jammer. You must tread carefully, as there will be almost certainly a military presence around the harvest area. Stage 2. Once the SOS has been launched, you have to work your way inside the harvester and locate the sand-removing nozzles. These must all be shut down to create the state of overheating. Thirdly...
Let me guess. Escape from the harvester before it is taken away by the carriole. Otherwise, I'll be stuck inside when it explodes.
Your intelligence will only be of any use should you survive. Use this projectile pistol.
Stilgar, don't worry about me.
You're as good a judge of character as your father was.
Okay. My father actually trusted a man who betrayed him, so I'm not quite sure what he meant by that. Right, the Harkonnen Harvester. Stilgar has organised guerrilla attacks on Harkonnen harvesting equipment. The objective is to obliterate a carriole, an impressive transporter of harvesters in the desert. In a pre-set time span, Paul must sneak into a fully functional harvester and cripple it so that it explodes when the carriole collects it. Depriving Raban, DUNE's Harkonnen governor, of this substance will place him in an awkward position. It's a step towards controlling spice production, a key part of Paul's plan to reoccupy DUNE. Okay, let's go. Okay. Going the wrong way immediately. Dead.
Oh!
And... dead. Which way is he looking? A Fremen?
You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
Oh, crap, how many are there? Right. What the hell? I am dead.
Hey!
Okay. I don't quite know how to do this then.
Show yourself. Show yourself. You're dead. Show yourself. Hey. Hey. Show yourself.
Okay, this is confusing me. So these two guys don't stand a chance, basically. So we've got these first 3 easy kills. So when he turns round, can I get across the other side? guy gonna notice me?
Oh!
So I can't go that way because that guy's definitely gonna see me. Just have to wait him out.
Oh! Oh!
That was pretty cool. It's just this guy. Can I save my game? No. It turns all the way around. Does I need to be up that way? Or around this way, maybe. That's it. How do I get in here then? Okay, that was interesting, wasn't it? Just forgot the sound effects, I think. Is that it? Is that all I need to do? Gotta be more to it than that, right? Why is it just saying 10? I don't understand. I just have to go around this way by the looks of it. Okay, we're in.